All right, so Nikke's emergency patch is now done. Basically speaking, they have issued all the fixes that they needed to. Very, very big patch notes per se, or update notes to kind of go through. So I hope you guys are buckled in for this one. New to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Appreciate the support. Again, if you're interested, link down below in the pinned comment. 2 days until Persona and Pretty Derby launches. So if you care to subscribe to the channels, I'll be covering it elsewhere if you're interested. Let's get into it though. Let's go. System notice over here. We got the update on June 24th, and there is a lot in here. There is a lot in here. So major updates, made improvements to the minigame. If you've had any problems with the minigame, they have improved it like extensively. Any issues you've had with it, there is a lot of fixes that have come to it. Pretty much improvements to the minigame so that the animation does not consume battle time when revived using WB pump. Fix an issue where the results screen does not display the rewards obtained when completing the minigame, but again, despite the issue, the rewards are still issued as intended. Made improvements to the minigame so that the stage clear time displayed on the results screen is more detailed. Fix an issue where additional gold is obtained under certain circumstances after learning the WP pump skill in the minigame. Fix some parts of Senti Ocean Repair standing pose so it appears more natural. Standardize the appearance of calm in memories teller. Fix an issue where the error window sometimes appears in the battle forcibly or the battle is forcibly ended when entering coordinate operation challenge mode. So finally, fix some language localization issues. Fix an issue where the duration or interrupt pattern in some boss battles is abnormally short. Fix an issue where error window appears under certain circumstances when using rocket launchers and are deployed in coordinate operation challenge mode. Fix an issue with the completion condition of the daily mission deal and damage in the minigame is not consistent with what was intended. Fix an issue where the burst skill UI memories teller is different from what was intended for the burst skill location left in the settings battle. Fix an issue where Scarlet Racer High's costume can still be obtained from the costume gacha after the costume is obtained through the code from Stellar Blade Complete Edition. In this case, the same costume should not be issued again. For instance, with costume gacha, for assistance with costume gacha, please contact the customer service center. Adjusted the controls and difficulty of the minigame, again the raid. Adjusted the skill activation for more convenient skill usage. Pressing the skill key will now recast the last used skill. Adjusted the forward movement distance during combo attacks. Adjusted the dodge distance for better mobility. Made improvements so that it is possible to dodge, guard, and use skills quickly during some attacks. Adjusted the timing of the perfect dodge, guard, blink, and repulse to make them easier to execute successfully. Adjust the timing to allow the character to stand up faster after being knocked down. Significantly increase the recharge time of boss's shield gauge. Increase the HP recovery when the tumbler is used. Made improvements so that the combat tips appear at key moments in battles against Gigas. These other Behemoth and then that one over there in the normal mode of the minigame for the raid. So yeah, it's a lot of fixes to the minigame. So if you had any issues, you have any hatred towards the minigame, go try it now. It should be significantly better as it's gotten significant changes pretty much. So be my guest and try it out. Let me know if it works for you, or if it is still the same crap as people said it's what it was before. Over here, fixed an issue where the screen lags under certain circumstances following gameplay logic optimizations. Fix an issue where the UI appears unnatural with the jukebox, Hall of Records. Fix an issue with the event scenes in the story event memories teller appear unnatural. And then finally at 18, fix an issue where Raven's skill 1 Shockwave takes effect in a different way than was intended. Finally, so this is the one that is basically buffing Raven, fixing her. Fix an issue where stages in the minigame unlock earlier than intended. Fix an issue where the records repositories list of the story event memories teller did not match the actual story progression. Due to certain issues, the clear record lookup feature on the interception results screen have been temporarily disabled. Oof. And then there are also changes of the schedule of the season after season 26, which is now June 24th. To July 1st. So that's the new extension, pretty much is what they're going for. So not bad. A lot in this, like a crap ton in this. Is not even funny. Solar Raid is now live actually, so please hop in and have fun with Solar Raid. It is officially live for the next 6 days, right? You have until July 1st to enjoy with this. The compensation also has come through over here. Sadly, just 300 gems, nothing beyond that. Kind of depressing. Could have been a little bit more. I truly think that Shift Up should have issued another compensation, especially with how bad the update was in the context of bugs and everything. It was like the most buggy update we've ever had. Like through everything, it was buggy as hell. So I definitely think that a better compensation would be nicer, but maybe they plan it sooner or later rather. We'll see exactly what they go for, but that's everything fixed. That's everything. Now you must be wondering, hey, how much better is Raven? We're gonna go and try her out, see how it goes over here on the homie's Avon's account, as he fully built her and everything, and also has the proper teams and everything. So I'll hop into that. I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you what a JP account has cooked up over here. One of the testers that kind of publishes the information pretty quickly and efficiently. I wanted to show you what they got from a before and after, and how much better it looks there as well. So let's go through both of that. First, let's hop in. I'll build a team and get everything going so you don't have to see that. Here we go. Yes, we're going to go into this over here. This is the team that we're running, just so you know, and pretty much we're just going to use Crown. We're going to use Raven, Mermaid, Red Hood, and then we're going to run Helm with Treasure. We're going to try it out over here. I don't think you care to see the gameplay, so I'll play through this myself. Yeah, save you 3 minutes, and then show what it looks like, and then I'll show you what GP looks like before and after, and then I'll tell you what basically our math is coming out to be, and what Whale's math is coming out to be when it comes to how much better the character is doing, so you at least know this is how much better she is. All together, enjoy a quick Thanos snap until we get there. Ready? Here we go. But yes, this is what we got over here. If you were curious, 446 compared to 533. By the way, Raven doesn't have full gear on the bottom there. She has 2 OL gears maxed out on the top with some pretty good lines. On the bottom, she doesn't. Red Hood has full OL gear. So where's the damage? It looks like mathematically she's literally on par with both Red Hood and Midhara in associated contents whenever they're running it. It looks like that's exactly where she is. So if you are saying is, you know, whatever Midhara is, though you make the joke she's Midhara, she's still pretty good, right? And she does really good in boss content, and there's no doubt about that one. In there, she's doing really good and competing with that. In Red Hood over here, she's pretty much on par. If we have the maxed out gear, you'll see that. But I want to show you what JP comparisons are cooking up, because you'll definitely agree this is pretty solid. Take a look. So, JP comparisons, if you're wondering what they're cooking up, take a look over here. Pretty much, if we translate this post, give it a second to translate. The growth situation is a bit different, but Raven has gotten stronger before and after adjustments at the shooting range. This is what they cooked up over here. If you were curious, I'll open up both images and show you. So this is the, I'm guessing, we'll find out right away. Let's see. So 1.3, 1.7 compared to 1.4 and 1.1. Same parameters, I'm guessing, with maybe a little bit of growth in the context of building the characters. But remember, somehow Riley did a little less over here, but she did 1.7, 1.2 over there. She did 1.3 here. So Raven ate up a lot more damage comparatively speaking. 267 from Helm, 265, 527, 500. So relatively the same. That's again your growth. It's mathematically about she's doing 40% to 50% better than before. That's mathematically what you can say now. And again, that's what she was supposed to be doing. It's just Shift Up proceeded to make the most weird sort of calculation kit ever and ruined it. Raven is close to Roppy, isn't she? Level fixed for comparison. Over here is 922 versus 826. So again, competitively speaking, they're using shooting range for this. So just be aware of that. This is like one of the better comparisons to show. So this is again, same content. This is what they got over here. So this was before the patch. They recorded the video, and this was after the patch. They well, grab the screenshot, right? So this is before patch. So before patch, it looked like this exactly. 535 right before patch, 865 right before patch. Now, literally just boom after patch, 826, 859. So again, that's about how much she's comparatively speaking up to where Midhara is. And if you consider Midhara good, which a lot of players do, you know, they just make the joke Midhara because of her situational areas. She's around again where that character currently is. Over here as well, they did the testing beforehand. It was again 185, 417, 444, 706, 92. Now it's 705, 755. So 425, 176. Yeah, they kept it very similar. She went from 444, basically went up to where Midhara is. So where is she now? She is, I'm getting spammed today. God, she is exactly where Midhara is. That's where she is. She's where Red Hood is. She's where Midhara is. That's where she's doing now, damage-wise. it's not bad, okay? She's definitely a really good character. Still, I think, worth it to obtain the 1 copy. Is it, like, still a must pull? That is always up to you. It's good to have this iron DPS and whatnot, but it's up to you if that is something that you need or even care for in the slightest. What I will say is, if you're going to say that she's mid, I definitely still think that they did much better now and crafted a much, much better character. Over here, just to show you the comparison of, like, full-on content, this is the comparison now. So over here you have 1.7 versus 4.2. Red Hood Rompy is still a bit ahead, you can clearly tell. But remember, you see how much she moved up. 1.7, now she's 2.4. So that's, again, the comparison of where she is. But if you take a look at, yes, she's off burst over here. 1.2, 1.2, she's 2.4. She's double that. But again, off burst. So what do you think? Is it something you agree with? Something you disagree with? What's your thought process here? But that's, again, where she's pulling. She's pulling 2.4, comparatively speaking, to the 4.1 that Rompy Red Hood builds, right, to be. So that's currently where it's at. But again, you've seen the other tests here. In the right content, I think that if it's an iron, right, raid towards the benefit there, it might just be a decent character to have 1 copy for. But that's, again, where it is. Is she better than Eve? She's comparatively where Eve is, just a little bit more, is what it looks like to be. And also, she's not, like, reliant hardcore on a specific content. Great to have parts, but not needed of parts. So that's where she is. 40% damage increase is what you're seeing. Sort of across the board over here, right? Clearly, 40% damage increase. Similarly here, yeah, 1.4, 1.3 now. 1.1. Now it's 1.3, 1.2, 1.7. So chunky increase. What you think? Let me know down below. But that is, again, what buffed up Raven looks to be doing, if you're curious.